Welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going on a quest for truth together. And today, friends, we've got some things to talk about. But right away, I want to say hello to Catherine Weiss, first one here. And thank you, Catherine, for that very generous super chat. Thank you so very much. An Operation Shutdown. Yes. We're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious, and the paranormal is the new normal. Yeah, that's how you know you're at the Truth Quest. Hello, Operation Shutdown. Yeah. Look who the first person was in, and a super chat too. Thank you so much. And we got Operation Shutdown. The paranormal is the new normal. That's right. We're not going to let them tell us what the new normal is. We're going to tell ourselves. That's right. That's right. And yes, everyone's saying hi to each other. That's awesome. We got a great group here. Everybody says so. So there you go. And there you have it. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful evening. And I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. Of course, it's the 6th. That's D-Day. And all of those soldiers that stormed the beach that day, they made this all possible. But it's been almost 250 years of things like that. So it's not something we can just let go. They're trying to take everything away from us, friends. And thankfully, a lot of us are awake to it. Thank goodness that enough of us saw the trends and heeded the words of some very influential people, some even going by a single letter of the alphabet, to bring us to this new awareness of how our world really is. And it's quite alarming when you first find out, but it's something else, I tell you. Don't you think? All right. Alrighty, Aphrodite. So let's get into this, shall we? And share a screen or two. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Let's do it. You know, are you ever driving down the road and you see something? It's like, I've heard of that before, but I've never quite seen it. Well, that's the kind of thing that came to mind when I saw this. Imagine my surprise finally seeing one of these right in the middle of the road, fork in the road. Look at that. Heard about this my whole life. You really got to watch those forks in the road, you know? Something else. Ba-doom-pa. Oh, yeah. I think that's a pretty good one. I think that is a pretty darn good one. What do you guys think? All right. Make sure you share this on out to your favorite social media platform. I already shared it out to my oh, but I didn't share it to my True Social, so I don't think I'll do that right now. Yeah, we are live. There we go. Let's see if that works. Hmm. That should work. Maybe some of my friends from True Social will join us here. Won't that be nice? Yeah, that's right. A little fork in the road. Never hurt anybody. That's like Yogi Berra said when he's giving someone directions to go to his house. He said, when you come to a fork in the road, you take it. And actually, both ways from that fork would go to his house. So it sounds dumb, but it was actually very factual. When you see a fork in the road, take it. Doesn't matter which one you take, they both go. Yes, that's definitely downrange of strange. You got that right, buddy. That is definitely true. Yes. Yep. You gotta watch it when they come down like that. You never know, they might skewer you. You know, I was talking to my friend Mike, the fireman. He's on a fishing trip with some pals of his. And one of the guys hit a deer with his truck, and so they're helping him out. They brought his boat down to the lake, and they're bringing stuff back and forth. But he got his truck wiped out by a deer. And I said, you know, I've been thinking for years, maybe we should put in the front of our cars and trucks just shish kebabs, you know, or like a net to catch them in. I don't know, and push them aside or something, jump back out. Something needs to be done. I don't know. But it's 2022, and we really should not have large mammals running into cars and trucks. We really, really, really should have figured that out. We were smart enough to figure this one out by now. How do we avoid large mammals from hitting cars? It's it's a pretty big problem. I've hit, boy, how many? Maybe half a dozen. So, I mean, I'm not the only one. There must be more people. Um, in the chat, how many deer have you folks hit? I know in some areas there's not as many deer, but there's a lot of deer up here, and there's no more buffalo. But you know what? The American Indians followed the buffalo. Okay, they ate deer when they couldn't find a buffalo, but buffaloes just tasted way better. Deer don't taste very good. They're good for moccasins, but they're not good eating. So there's a lot of deer left over, okay? Because they really not that good. Not that good. When I was eating meat, I tried it. Yuck. Okay, let's just say yuck. I can see why the Indians followed the buffalo. Definitely. Some other better tasting animal. I had Jacob Waters and also UFO Pirate 17. I have not hit a deer, but I went on a 3-day kayaking trip this last weekend, saw over 30 deer in the Midwest here in Illinois. Okay. I've grew up in Minnesota and Wisconsin, and UFO Pirate 17. All right, love you too, bro. Only hit one deer in Ohio. Okay, around in 93ish. Okay. Well, I totaled one of my cars out with a deer, and it sucked. The whole front end had to be re-put on. So yeah, that was oh, what's it doing? Uh-oh. We love you too, UFO Pirate 17. Okay. And it looks like hello, Martha, welcome to the program. Yes, we'll fly over them, yeah. You know, I know in Florida or in some other states they have nature bridges. That's a pretty good solution for that problem. Um, but yeah, fly over them. We should have flying cars, but it's 2022 for heaven's sakes. Come on now. This is the future that I heard about when I was a kid. All right. It's here now. It's here now. Where is it? Where is the future? It's been hijacked. Been hijacked. That's why we're trying to look into things to figure out some stuff and to pry open that Pandora's box so it can slam open and all that info can come flowing out. Yeah. What? What happened here? Okay. Jacob Waters was blocked? Okay, if I did that, it was by accident. Let me see. Hold on a second. Oh, accident. Oh, let me see what I did here. What did I do? Jacob Waters. Okay. That was a mistake. If I did it, I'm very, very sorry. In fact, I'm going to make you moderator too, Jacob. Okay, I'm trying to do something here. I don't know why that's not showing. Boy, I tell you, if I did that, I'm sorry. I don't know how that happened. Crypto Alchemist. So, are you back yet? Jacob? Jacob Waters was blocked? Let's try to unblock him. I thought I did. Oh, jeez. Oh, there it is. I'm really sorry, man. I think it's my little mouse here. I'm gonna blame my mouse. Got all these papers here. Let's see. Never make me a mod. I'll wreck your channel. Oh no. No, you wouldn't. I don't think you would. I don't think you would. Hello, beautiful souls. What are we discussing and disclosing tonight? Well, there's an interesting case that you might have seen. It was caught on live television over there in Great Britain. You may have seen it. Hello, Mud Rabbit. You're never late. You're always right on time. Good to see you. Oops. Oh, I almost did it again. No, no, no. I did it again. This time to Catherine. Oh, no. What am I doing? God. I have to stop clicking or something. What did I do? View deleted message. I don't know how to do this. View deleted message. There. I don't know. I hope you're back. Oh gosh. I don't know what's wrong, folks. Today I'm just a little bit out of it. I'm a lot out of it. I got stay away from the chat over there. Oh my goodness, folks. I need I need a tech director, someone who is like a tech person, because I really am not good at this stuff. I'm surprised I do as well as I do. Um, yeah, I will have to make everyone a mod so everyone, I don't. Are you back yet, Catherine? Oh, jeez. Catherine was blocked? How can that be? Oh, no. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Well, it seems like I'm a little bit more human than most people. I make more mistakes than most. Oh, good. Catherine's back. Oh, that's good. Young Star the Kid has entered the chat. Now we're doing better. Now we're doing better. Oh, and good. I got to be careful what I click because there's little things right next to. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. I better just get to my screen sharing before I wreck something here. Oh my goodness. My goodness gracious. Um, you ever notice how they keep making playgrounds safer and safer? Let's take a trip back in time. Let's say back, I don't know, back to the early 1900s. Check this playground out. Oh my. It's a wonder any of these kids survived. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Are you able to chat? Yeah, I did it by accident, and I don't know how to undo it if I did it. Boy. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm because they took teeter-totters out. There, you don't see teeter-totters anymore. Too many kids lost, they got pretty injured on that thing. But look at these ladders, these 45-degree ladders going way up. How high is that? Let's see. Let's see. 4 feet, 12 feet high. Well, maybe higher. 15 feet. All right. Oh, give Catherine back her wrench. Oh, she lost her wrench. Oh my. Okay. Thank you, Mud Rabbit. All right. Oh, now I'm over here and it looks like she still has her wrench. But let me see. Add moderator. Okay. How's that? Because that's weird. I look back on YouTube and she looks like she has it. 20 feet. You think it's 20 feet, UFO Pirate 17? Oh, here's something I think I should read. If you ever need someone to help you run it on the StreamYard, and I'm happy to help out in StreamYard. Oh, really? A co-host feature? Oh, that's cool. Maybe we can talk about that. That sounds interesting. 20 feet, yeah. Boy, a 20-foot fall for a kid that age, that could be deadly. That could very much be deadly, you know? I mean, was it a way for insurance companies to get parents to insure their kids? or something. Oh, I don't get this. I mean, yeah, of course you want the kids to have exercise, but this is dangerous. It's like climb up and fall. Climb up and fall. Oh, look, MMN. MMN. Sounds like we're playing Operation. Oh, you're still not a mod? Hmm. Let me go back here. Let me go back here to I have to do it through here, I think. Maybe I have to go to the newer messages. I see you have a mod. Your thing says you are a mod here. I can only remove you as a mod. Hit refresh. Maybe you'll be mod again. Oh, you can see it too now, Mud Rabbit? Oh, good. All right. I'm sorry about this, folks. Yeah. Yeah. My mistake. I'm sorry. I'm just the area I have for my mouse is very crowded and um yeah, I really got to get a mouse pad too. I haven't had one of those for a while. I really need one. But you'd think I'd have one laying around, but I don't. Oh, you can't see on your end? YouTube is playing games tonight. Hmm. I don't know. Well, the only thing I can do is unmoderate her and then remoderate her again. But I think it'll work out. Hello, Peggy Dancer. Welcome to the program. Might be hanging from something. Press on. I think it'll work itself out. Okay, press on. Press on. Press on. Just keep going. Press on. Okay. It's just a matter of refreshing and lags. It should catch up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Google does that. Yeah. Okie dokie. All righty. Well, let's forget about that for a while and think about something else. Something else like this. I'm sure this is a conversation that's going on a lot right now. Uh, you coming to the drive-by tonight? Can't. Still waiting on my gun permit. Yeah, because we know that criminals, you know, say what you will about criminals, but they always do things by the law. Of course, they'll obey any gun laws. Of course, it's their profession. They're not going to be fooling around. Come on now. Yeah, of course they're. I mean, come on. Don't tell me these don't look like law-abiding citizens, right? Why would you not trust them? Why, if they pass a gun law, of course they'd all instantly know and all comply, right? Yeah. Okay. Mud floods in Tartarius. Yeah. Tartaria. Tartaria. Tartania. Yeah, something like that. I get those mixed up too. Oops. There you go. How do you like that? A nice little meme. The meme lords are smiling down upon us, giving us treasures to share. Here's a good one. You know, when you go to gas up, you got choices. Um, Elections have consequences. Regular MAGA, 195. Super MAGA, 175. Ultra MAGA, 115. No MAGA, 565. Biden did that. There you go. I thought that was a pretty good one. I like that one. You know, and what about the 9/10ths? You know, I remember there was a law years ago, like 20 years ago. Someone was trying to pass this bill that would have reimbursed drivers for that extra 1/10 of a penny that we've been gypped out of ever since we started driving. It would depend on how old you were, how much money you would get. And for some reason, it never went through. Gee, I wonder why. Gosh, but they should. I mean, that 9/10 of, yeah, they're just ripping off an extra penny there. You know, unreal. Hello, Dark Brain. Oh, Zoe just posted. Oh, good. Haven't heard from him in a while. I wonder what he's been up to. Where is he now? Is he in Florida yet? Hey, look who's here. It's Heidi Pop from Los Angeles. Just popping on. 6:30 for cheap. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And Heidi Pop made a video today, and in it she said somewhere around August, September-ish, there might be a little get together in the Midwest, and she called my name out. So, and something about your sister being waking up. And so that sounds mega awesome. Can't wait. Get a hold of me and tell me the details when you get them. Maybe it's just not figured out yet. I know. Yeah. Nostalgia is heartwarming. Yes. Mud Rabbit. A 10-minute message. Oh, he was live on Twitch last night. Oh, I missed that too. Okay. Uh-oh. Sep- September 2 and 3, Sturgeon Bay. Yay! September 2 and 3. Oh, awesome. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Awesome. A get together of like minds up here in the North Woods, up in the sticks. We're up here. We're so far north. Yeah, we're very far north. And on a peninsula. A peninsula. That's right. A fun little peninsula. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Hey, Mad Pogue. All right. And up 3 too. All right. So let's get into this. Let's get into this, shall we? Oh, and if you all want to call in, feel free and call it in. Call on in. Yeah. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Are we ready for another screen share? Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Okay. Yeah, I always like these Star Trek memes. I amputated a man's toe and replaced it with a prosthetic made out of a breath mint. I gave him a tic-tac-toe. Oh my goodness. Bones. Bones. Oh no. Oh no, Bones. Okay. Awesome. Wow. That sounds awesome. Whoa. Cool as a moose, I say. Cool as a moose. There we go. Good old Captain Kirk and Bones. Gotta love those guys. They had a dynamite show. You have to admit. A dynamite show. They did it on a shoestring budget, too. Amazing. Amazing show. Oh, someone's calling in. Well, let's get something up on the screen. Shall we? Shall we now? How about this one? Let's see. So Andrew Cuomo said, proud to march with moms against gun violence yesterday to send a message loud and clear. Change needs to happen on a national level. And then James Woods answers, the nursing home slaughter was more devastating than every mass shooting in history. Shut up. He just has such an exclamation point way of talking, doesn't he? Love it. Awesome. Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to it. Yeah. James Woods rocks. A few simple words, he can just sum it all up. Boom. Bottom line kind of guy. That's right. Bottom line kind of guy. Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth? And Andrew Cuomo, man, the Cuomo brothers, they're both out of the scene now, aren't they? They're probably backstage somewhere cooking something up. Evil people never quit. That's why we gotta keep our head on a swivel. Head on a swivel. Oh, look who's joining us. Hello, Mud Rabbit.
Hello.
We're waiting for you to unmute your microphone.
I'm not muted.
Should be raring to go.
No, I'm not muted. My mic is fine.
Oh. Oh. Now try it.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay, great.
I think that was my fault. Sorry.
Oh. Hello,
How-
everybody.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Well, if I was doing any better, I'd be Mud Rabbit.
I was going to use that on you. I should have.
Yeah, you should have, yeah. Yeah. I use it all the time on everybody, and it's always true.
I know it's kind of like your signature.
I know. But I didn't make it up. Now, someone said that to me years ago, and I remembered it one day. I went, "That is awesome. I'm gonna say it a lot."
Well, I've heard it before, but it's like a blast from the past, you know?
Oh, good, good, yeah.
Yeah. You like those retro things.
Yes, retro is the only way. That's right. So what's new in your world?
Oh Lord, just busy, busy. My dad just got back from Canada.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
so we're just kind of settling down. You know how it is when you got 3 weeks to yourself and then all of a sudden there's people.
Oh,
So took advantage of it. I've been getting ready to insulate my trailer, which I've been putting off because my ex-husband just had shoulder surgery.
oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, he's fine. He just needs to recoup. It's been a long time coming.
He had rotator cuffs?
His ligament was separated.
Oh, my.
So he's all bundled up. He's got this big old sling and he's comfortable. So,
Oh,
and
wow.
that's where I was over the weekend. So
So, wow. And
I couldn't exactly call in the other night because he was just right there on the couch.
okay. Well, that's awfully nice of you to help out your
Oh,
ex-husband.
we're still close. He lives close by. It's like 5 minutes away.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, we're
well,
one big happy family here. We've got my son, his wife, their 2 kids, her mother, me, my dad, and him.
oh, wow.
Yeah,
That
so we're all
that
here.
sounds like a sitcom right there.
It could be, it could
What
very well
you
be.
couldn't just get a trail cam in every corner, and right there you go.
Oh Lord, I wonder what my son's got on his feed. He's got the cameras. It's funny. It does get funny around here. It's like the United Nations. She and her mother's Puerto Rican.
Okay,
My ex-husband and my stepdad are Lebanese.
okay.
Yeah, I'm a typical Floridian, you know. So you've got all these cultures clashing in the one family, and it gets really funny sometimes.
Wow, does sound like a sitcom. Maybe you could pitch that to one of the majors, but of course you wouldn't want to be in the majors.
Nah,
Be on the alternative.
nah, we'll just enjoy it all on our own.
Yeah. Well, we need comedies though, you know. I,
Mhm.
I think family comedies, workplace comedies, just any workplace you could film it, it would be a comedy, right?
Yeah, well, we need to laugh. We really need to
Yeah.
we need to keep our entertainment going because this whole thing with the research can really get heavy sometimes.
Yes, yes.
And I'm noticing a lot of people are getting a little tired of it. I'm still enjoying it, but I can understand why a lot of people are just getting tired of it. But I really do think big things are going to happen this summer.
Yeah. And no matter how long it takes, the good guys win in the end. It's just that we
Yeah,
need to
God wins in the
stick
end,
it out.
always.
You got to
Always.
stick it out to the end because the evil people never stop. They're never going to go,
No.
okay, you guys caught us.
No,
No,
I don't think it's going to be anything like it has been in the past. This is going to be a total eradication
I hope
because
so.
we can't tolerate it anymore. Not
No,
with what's coming out and what Anons already know. We can't tolerate this anymore.
exactly. Yes. Yeah, it's just boy, and this pandemic really accentuated some of the evilness that is rampant in our society here.
It
Um,
really did. It really
yeah.
did. And
It,
I'm sad that it took so many people so long to wake up,
mhm.
but they're waking up.
Yeah, there was a woman. I think I told this on the last show, but there was when I went to the dentist recently. There was a woman there who was just trembling, standing there, checking in, and she was all masked up, and she was just her whole body was just trembling, and it looked like fax damage. But you know, you can't say anything. You want to say something, but you don't know what to say. There's nothing you can really say. It's just I feel so sad for these people. So sad, you know?
Yeah. There's a lot of people going around in fear. We have a large retirement community here in South Florida.
Of course, yeah.
And you still see some of them going around with masks on, and it breaks my heart.
I know.
It just breaks my heart. It's like these people are living in fear. That's the last thing we need right now.
Yes. Yeah. 99% survival rate. Think about that. They got people to be afraid of something that has a 99% survival rate. And this is it's remarkable that they were able to do that this well. I mean,
This is something I've been watching over the last 30 years. Something I've been keeping an eye on. And what caused me to notice it was when they started taking certain programs out of schools. And they started with the elementary schools.
Yeah.
They took out arts. They took out some schools took out physical education for the elementary school kids. They took out civics, which was the big thing on me.
Terrible.
And then they delayed other things to later grades. So it's been a gradual dumbing down. And now we've got a whole generation of people in their 20s who don't critically think.
Right. Don't think at all.
No.
They hardly think at all as they pop another Tide Pod in their mouth,
Yeah, right.
Wow.
And even the ones that do have education don't have that nuance, that understanding of common sense, that sense of urgency.
Right. And for the cabal, I mean, for their evil plans, they want to get rid of 90% of us. So pushing something like this that targets the elderly is something that they would do. I mean, it's we have to get past. Oh, I wonder if they did. No, they did. I think.
They'll get rid of the people who have whatever knowledge left. And
right.
Won't be a burden on the Medicare system.
Yeah, my son Aaron, you see in the chat. He in his 12th year of high school, he had a great woodshop teacher, and they had this program with some other schools, and they got like 20 or 25 kids together from 3 different schools, and my son's school was one of them, and they built a house every year, and they did everything except like the plumbing and the electric. They had people.
Nice.
And so now my son's working at a construction place, putting up big buildings all the time, and he just loves it. And these kids learned a real skill. So
and in the interim, they did something for somebody that needed it.
Yeah, and now proud dad can drive by right behind the YMCA and go, "My son helped build that house, right?"
Yeah.
And he put the roof on this house. He re-roofed this house. Did a great job.
Yeah, it's nice when you get kids involved in things like that, but schools don't have those opportunities anymore. I thank God I'm in Florida and have DeSantis as my governor, because he's got the militia back. He's good for the people.
Now, why is it, do you think, that other governors aren't doing what he's doing? I mean,
they're getting paid.
They're getting paid.
Yeah, people are giving them money, funneling money to them. That's why they're not doing their job. When you can make more money not doing your job than you can doing your job,
Or they got something on them.
Yeah, that too. People of lesser ethics will go for things like that. And there's a lot of people out there of lesser ethics.
Wow.
Psychopaths, not sociopaths, they all have charisma. And people need to be educated how to recognize these types.
Right.
Because these are the types that end up wooing everybody into this false sense of security and, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. No, they never do anything.
Oh, I met Bill Clinton. He's a very charismatic guy. I mean, he shook my hand. He signed his autograph twice for me at his request. I thought he was a great guy.
Oh yeah, he's a super guy.
And then you find out all these things. You go, holy crap, moly! How could I be so wrong? I mean, I would defend him against people saying, "Oh, he's a womanizer." I said, "He's in love with Hillary. Look at him dancing. Of course they're in love." Now I look back and go, "Oh my God, was I how stupid I?" But I was. You want to believe the best in people. You don't want to believe.
You do, you really do. And there was a time when I admired Barbara Bush, but then
Okay.
I started watching her a little closer, and there was just something off about the whole thing. And here I am years later going, that's it. That's it. I didn't know that's what it was, but people are pointing things out now.
Do you think she was a man?
I wonder.
She
I
looked
don't
kind of
know.
manly. She was
I
kind of
don't
manly.
That
Kind of.
video where her voice is really deep, I think somebody played with the sound on that, because I remember her voice and it wasn't deep like that. It was deep,
Okay.
but it wasn't deep like that.
All right. All right.
But there's a possibility. I mean, with everything that's coming out now with the trans, and we're finding out there are people that have been men all along. Bruce Jenner. I mean, come on.
Yeah. It's really sad.
They're waving it in our faces.
Hey, 1 foot and 5D is in the house.
Hello, Alara.
There's Alara. She's so serious.
Oh, I love her show.
Yeah. Is she back yet?
Yeah, I hope Foyle is doing well. I hope her dad is doing well.
Me too. Yeah. Call in 1 foot.
Yes, please call in.
So yeah. When I was in
It's just a big mess.
When I was in second grade, we moved around a lot because my dad was going from job to job sometimes. And so when I was in second grade, we moved to in St. Louis Park. And I went to Oak Hill Elementary School for second grade. Just second grade was there.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked into the room, this old classic high ceiling, old schoolroom. And all the boys were cheering, "Yay, he's a boy, yay." I'm going, "What?" I was all confused. And the teacher, Mrs. Squibb, said, "Well, let's explain to Aaron what we mean. Oh, you see, we didn't know if you were going to be a boy or a girl." And
Aaron.
I'm thinking to myself, what? And no one explained to me that Aaron was like a girl's name too,
Yep.
but it's spelled differently, but she should know that because she's a teacher. But I started questioning my gender. And let me tell you something, it's horrifying.
Really?
Horrifying.
I never questioned my
I didn't have
gender.
anyone pushing me. And I just had this one little thing happen. So to think what kids are going through now, having people shove this down their throat.
Yep.
It's just.
There are children out there that will affect. I never had any doubt about my gender, and I've always been a bit of a tomboy, but hey, that was just me. But yeah. I can imagine other children where that might cause confusion.
Oh, it caused a lot of confusion with me. And then I mean, this is second grade. Now, I'm sure different second grades teach differently. So here I am. I'm kind of in shock thinking, how could they not know I'm a boy? And then the next thing they do is, okay, let's show Aaron what we know. So who wants to come up to the chalkboard and write down all the vowels? I'm thinking, vowels? I never heard of that word before. I'm getting all nervous. This little girl goes up there and she's screeching, A. Like, A? That's a letter. And it's E. A-E. Oh, is it the alphabet? I, O, U, and Y. And I thought, oh man, they don't call it the alphabet, they call it vowels, and it's a different order. I was all confused. I was so confused. But yeah. So there was so I had a very tiny little bit of, now I obviously knew what I was, but there was this weird question because of this weird thing that happened. But And I feel so much empathy for these poor kids, what they're going through. And
Yeah.
have you seen the trailer for that documentary, What is a Woman?
Not yet.
Like that one woman who transitioned to supposedly to look like a man. And she said, I was 42 and they got me. Your kids don't stand a chance. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so horrifying. So people, if you ever wanted to teach, go into teaching, but don't teach this crap.
Well,
Teach.
parents also have to take enough time to reinforce to their children what it is they need for them to know. Too many parents are working. They come home dead tired, feed the kids, plop them in front of the TV, and they don't take 10 minutes to ask them what happened in school today, what's going on, what did your teacher say, what happened to PTA.
Yeah, right.
Parents are working. They don't have time for parent-teacher association. I mean, we need PTA to come back.
Harper Valley PTA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need parents and teachers. I took an active role. I had some of my son's teachers get a little upset with me. I used to work like 60 hours a week, but still would take time out. And I would have some teachers get so exasperated with me because I would demand answers. But that was at a time, my son's in his mid-40s now. That was at a time when parents could do that. You could walk into the school and you could make demands of the school board and such because it was your child and you had the right,
Mm-hmm.
Now they're trying to take these rights away. I had to pull my son out of high school during his 11th grade because another kid pulled a pistol out of his locker and stuck it on my kid's nose.
Oh my God.
And trying to get the school board to do what I wanted to do was like pulling teeth until I found out that the superintendent of the school board had 2 daughters. One was my son's age. And I asked him flat out, I said, what would you do if this was your daughter? I said, be honest with me. What would you do if this happened to your daughter? And he said, I'd have to agree with you. Yeah. I demanded that my son, I will pick his schoolwork up and bring it home until he passes 11th grade. And I went by the school every day. And the principal had all his work and I'd take it home and he'd do it. And I'd take it back the next day and get the next one. I was just getting him through the last semester of 11th grade. Mm-hmm. And when I demanded they go down and they search this other child's locker, they said, oh, we can't do that. It's a violation of his civil rights.
What?
Yeah, it's a violation of his civil rights. So I pressed it. I told him I was going to call the police and tell him that he's got firearms on school property if you don't do anything about it. I said, I will call the sheriff's department and I will call the Broward County Police and I'll tell them you've got firearms on the premises. So they went ahead and they searched the locker. They did not find the pistol, but they found a little less than an ounce of pot.
Oh, wow.
So.
Oh, my goodness.
I pulled him out of school. He did the rest of his work at home. And when it came time for his final exam, they wanted him in class. And I went in and said, no, not in any uncertain terms. My son is not coming back into this school. I said, if you want him to do his exams, 12:30 is when the school closes on the last day of school. I said, he can come in at 12:30, sit in your office and take them. And that's exactly what they did. And that principal had to sit there and sit with him while he took his final exams.
Good for you.
And the very next day after class was over, my husband packed him up and moved him to North Carolina with my mother and my dad up there just to get him out of the county because now he had a gang upset with him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
how horrifying.
It is horrifying when you're trying to get help for your child and you're trying to protect your child and they're telling you that what you want is a violation of the other child's rights and he's a member of a gang.
Oh,
he's got a loaded pistol on school grounds. How did he get it there?
Unreal.
So no, I get really pushy with those sort of things.
Yeah, I hear you.
But nowadays, trying to get it done, it'd be practically impossible.
Right. They'd call the FBI.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Now, I had a similar thing, not really similar, but something that shocked me. I went to pick up my daughter once. She was in, I think, fourth grade, I believe, third or fourth. I can't remember. But I went to pick her up. So I was going through a divorce, so I had the kids week on, week off. And so I picked her up, and her teacher said, "Oh, you might want to step at the office and get her medication." I said, "Oh, I didn't know she was sick." So we went over there to the office, and I said, "Oh, I'm here to pick up my daughter's medicine. I didn't even know she was sick." "Oh, she's not sick." "She isn't? And what's the medication?" "Oh, it's Adderall." And I said, "What?" And I slammed my hand
Oh my
on the
God.
counter, like super hard. I don't know. It sounded like I broke something. I slammed my fist as hard as I could on the counter. I said, "You're giving my daughter drugs at school and I don't know about it?" I said, this is wrong.
That's grounds for a lawsuit.
Yeah, I said I had 50-50 medical rights. And yeah, I need to know what my daughter, you can't be giving her drugs. And oh, I had to fight the courts. Everyone was against me. I mean, it was sick. It was sick. I mean, nobody, I was my own lawyer, and
You almost have to be.
and the doctor called in on the phone. Well, 2/3 of the kids in that school are on either Ritalin or Adderall. Oh,
And
you're
that's
proud
the
of that.
teachers. That's the teachers.
Drugs for grades? These people are crazy.
When my son was in preschool, my son was his pediatrician told me that he thought he was hyperactive. Well, back in the 70s, hyperactivity, you equated that to sugar. So when I started going through the pantry and noticed that, almost all the food in the pantry had some form of sugar in it, we went through a sugar, the whole family did it. We went off refined sugar. And he wasn't allowed to have refined sugar. And it made a huge difference. He was able to focus better. He was coordinated. And, granted, he was 4 or 5 years old at the time, but he was calmer. But he would go to preschool and the teacher would give him cookies. And I would tell them, do not give him any of these things. If you're going to give treats, I'll bring something for you to give him. Don't give him processed food. And they give him cookies anyway. And he'd come home bouncing off the walls. And then a couple of days later, the teacher would be complaining to me that I need to put him on Ritalin or something because he's too active for class. And I said, well, what are you giving him? Oh, well, we're just letting him have snacks. I said, no, I've told you, do not give him snacks. That's what's making him hyper.
Right.
But the teacher wants, and back in the 70s, the Ritalin doses were 7-8 times higher than they are now. And here she's wanting to put a 5-year-old kid on Ritalin.
It's sick. It's sick.
It is. It is. Just make their job easier. I mean, if you're not built to be a teacher, don't do it. Right. You can't handle rowdy kids. Kids who are hyperactive, they're usually very, very smart, and their brains just go a mile a minute. Right. It's like from this to this to this. They take in so much. That's why they're hyper.
You know what they used to say about kids like that? They used to say, "Oh, if you could just bottle that energy." That's all. And that's it. That's all you need to say.
I've got one grandson like that. We've got ropes hanging from the trees outside just for him. Yeah.
I was teaching daycare for a while out here, and there was one kid in the group, 4-year-olds. He just had ants in his pants. So I said, okay, we're going to do something new. We were going to go read a story, but I knew he wouldn't be able to sit through the thing. So I said, we're going to do something new called Do What You Want, where we'll all make a circle. We'll take turns going in the middle of the circle and doing a crazy dance. And so he did. He was the first one there. He's doing a crazy dance and getting all the wiggles out. But that's what you have to do,
Channel that energy.
Yeah. It's like monkey bars. They have to climb on the monkey bars if they're going to sit down and learn something afterwards.
Oh, the monkey bars was my favorite.
Yeah.
I always wore shorts under my dress. You know, you weren't allowed to wear shorts at school back then. You had to wear dresses. So I always had shorts under my dress so I could hang upside down on the monkey bars.
The monkey bars were fun. My
I
daughter
loved them.
broke her arm on the monkey bars
Oh
at that
no.
daycare I worked at. Yeah.
Knock wood, I have never had a broken bone. I've come close. I fell off a cliff one time, but I still didn't break anything.
Oh my goodness, you fell off a cliff? How far down?
Yeah, I'd say about 15, 20 feet. I've
Oh
got a
my,
dent in my leg from where I landed on a pickup truck.
oh my, oh, ouch. Oh,
It's a long story. I'm a Florida Flatlander, and we had just moved to the Virgin Islands. And some friends of ours had invited us for a party, and somebody started throwing the frisbee. And I went running for the frisbee and forgot. I just ran right off the edge of this thing.
oh no,
Yeah.
off of a cliff. Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
There was a pickup truck parked at the bottom of it, and I landed on the door. I had bent my knees waiting
no.
to land in the bed of the pickup truck, and I ended up landing on the door.
Oh
And I
God.
hit my shin on it, and I've still got a dent in my leg, but I never broke a bone.
Ooh, ow. So you didn't even know the cliff was there?
No, I wasn't even paying attention. I mean, you grow up in Florida, there's no mountains anywhere. There's no
Oh,
cliffs.
okay. No hills. Yeah, no hills, no mountains.
Yeah, not to mention I was in my 20s and had a beer.
Oh, yeah. Now wait a minute. No hills, no mountains to fall off of, no cliffs. But wait a minute, you got alligators and quicksand. Okay,
Yeah,
so
we have, lots of rain. We have alligators,
what
lots of
about
lizards, snakes.
quicksand? Quicksand?
I don't know about quicksand. I think you might find that up in North Florida. I don't think we have any of that down here. We've got the Everglades.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
all swamp.
Got to get one of those boats with a big fan in the back, like on
Airboats, yeah, they're fun.
Gentle Ben. Yeah, that was great.
That's what you go out on when the warden takes you out. Your lottery to go hunting.
What?
The alligators were an endangered species for a long time here in Florida. So for about 15, 17 years, there was a ban on them. You couldn't hunt them, you couldn't shoot them, you couldn't kill them.
No.
And they had been overhunted, and there was a drought before that where all the key deer died off, and that's usually the sustenance for the alligators. Well, the alligators died off, and they were an endangered species for a while.
Mm.
Well, when their numbers got back up, now you have a lottery because we like our gator tail. So
Oh, I see. Now,
yeah, you have Gatorland now, which farms them, so you can get gator meat from them. But if you want to go hunting, there was a lottery where there was 100 lottery tickets.
Okay.
And if you won one of the tickets, you went out with a warden, and they would let you know if the one that you found you could shoot, and that was all you could get. And then you just have to get what you got and then come back.
Hey, I just had an idea from that story.
Mm-hmm.
So you said there was one time when there was not very much food for the alligators. Well, Canada has this suicide program that they're pushing on the people. Maybe they'd rather just be food for an alligator.
Oh Lord. Many a drug dealer came to that fate out there.
Oh, really?
Well, we had the cocaine cowboys back in the 70s. Miami was notorious for that.
Oh?
And they would dispose of them out there.
Well, thank goodness I never tried that white stuff.
Oh, no. Well, that was back in the 70s, and that's when we left. We moved to the Virgin Islands just to get out of it. We had the Dadeland Mall shootings. They were getting so brazen that they were just mowing people down in front of the mall. So we decided, let's just get out of town for a while, and we took off for the islands.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
That was Miami.
That must have been fun living down there in the islands. And
it was great. I hated leaving it.
Did you go swim and find jellyfish and all this kind of stuff? And
yeah, we're big seafood eaters, and you've got 3 kinds of lobster down there that you can hunt. And there's no season on them. Lots of fish. The water's crystal clear. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful.
Oh, Well, Gloria Paddock says, love gator, tastes like chicken. Really?
It does. It really does.
Now, what about the skin? Is the skin real tough? Like,
No, they don't do the skin. It's usually the gator tail. And there's some meat in the sides.
well, there's skin on the tail, though, right?
Yeah, well, the skin they use, I think, for shoes and bags and things like that. But the
Oh,
meat, they usually cut it in little, takes maybe 2-bite pieces, and you can either deep fry it, bread it and deep fry it, or you can saute it in butter and garlic.
okay. All right. Well, now I know that some reptilians, they can lose their tail. They'll still be alive. Now, is that part of the tail you could eat and then they grow it back?
No, gators, no.
You don't have that?
Not on a gator.
Okay.
But
I know that
iguanas will grow their tails back. The lizards in
iguanas,
my
yeah,
yard do.
right. But not the gators.
No, I was fighting with an iguana 2 days ago.
Fighting with an iguana?
Yeah, when I hang up, I'll send you the picture. He was rather big. We have a pool, and they like to get in the pool. And I used to raise them. And the thing with iguanas and waters is they poo in the water.
Oh no.
Yeah,
It's
and
it's
he's
the
been.
pressure of the water, you know. Yeah.
They get into the water and it stimulates them, and once you get one into the pool, they all follow him into the pool. So we've got a safety fence around the pool, and then we've got a chain link around the yard, and we've got a Jack Russell just waiting for that iguana to come in. So I've got a broom, and I'm out there, and the Jack Russell's barking like crazy, and I've got the broom trying to beat this iguana back into the street, so he goes back across the street where he came from, and he keeps running at me. So
Wow.
it took me a good 10 minutes to persuade him that he didn't want to come in the yard. Because if that dog gets a hold of him, that's it.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Now, I always thought that, boy, because alligators were around during dinosaur times.
Now we get them walking across the yard here when it floods. Not here in Dania, but where I used to live in Miami, it wasn't uncommon to see them come out of the canal.
I mean, if they were extinct, we'd be looking at their bones going, wow, I wonder what this creature is like. Now they're just trying to get in your pool.
That actually happened to one of my best friends. She she had just remarried. She had 2 children. She remarried and married a guy that had 2 kids, and he had this house that had a pool in the back, and they were right on Bird Road there on the canal in Miami.
Oh yeah.
And he had a daughter and she had a daughter, and one Saturday morning she got up and she thought, oh, this is really cool. I'll send the girls out to play in the pool while I have my coffee. And she sends the girls out to go in the pool. And as she's fixing her coffee, she hears these screams. Now, she's from the Everglades. She lived out in Loop Road. That's where she grew up. And she goes running out, and there's a 6-foot gator in her pool.
Oh
And
my.
the girls, they didn't jump in, thank God, you can see it. But he had come through the screen
Wow.
and got into the pool.
Oh my.
So you call Florida wildlife down here, and they come and they remove them.
Yeah.
I used to work for a restaurant in Boca Raton where they had, where it was all marsh. And they had built this, it was called Mission Bay, and they had built this big, like housing development in Boca Raton. So we opened a restaurant there in Mission Bay, and it had 2 ponds outside and conduits that just ran the water straight back to the Everglades because it was all a landfill. And we would get customers. I would put signs on the doors in May because that's breeding season and the bulls come in. And some of these guys are huge. And we would get customers who would send their kids out there. Oh, go stand next to the alligator. I'll take a picture.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I've got big signs all over the doors telling them, please, we can't lock the doors because that's a fire hazard. You have to leave them unlocked. But please do not go out on the patio, with the explanation as to why. And you get these people who are so belligerent, they think these lizards are slow and dumb.
Oh,
these
wow.
things can go from 0 to 30 miles an hour in an eye blink.
Yes.
They're that fast.
Yep.
And he's out there with his little girl and a yellow balloon. and telling her, go stand by the big lizard, dear. And I'm out
Oh,
there. I'm the manager of this restaurant, and I'm out there, and I'm trying to get him to come inside. And he's getting belligerent and starting to scream at me. And his wife is another Karen getting involved. And the little girl starts crying, and I've got one eye on the gator and one eye on him. And this was a constant thing every May.
oh, whoa.
You know, you get these people down from up north that think that, oh, we're in Boca Raton is a whole other world.
Maybe you need another sign that says, if you don't obey the staff, you become alligator food.
Oh my God. And they'd be sitting right there on the bank. You could see them through the window at the restaurant. You know, people want to sit in the booth because they want to watch the alligators. Like,
Wow.
dude, don't go out there.
Oh my.
Some people are good when you explain it to them. You know, don't get close. Please don't go out there. We don't have liability for this. It's, you know, Mission Bay is the one that's would be liable for that. But the whole point is when you explain to them that they can go from 0 to 30 in a heartbeat. You know, it's like, can you fight that thing off?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty
Every
fast.
summer there was 2 guys that used to work at Wildlife who we were on a first name basis just to call them and come get them out of the pond.
Wow. Have you seen this video, Mud Rabbit?
Mm-hmm. What's that?
It's on the screen now. It's something during the Jubilee over there in Britain.
Oh, was that the flyover by the jets?
Yes.
Yeah, and that long string of lights.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I saw a comment on Telegram that said it looked like a long string of DNA.
Yeah. A long string of DNA.
When the jets went over, she pushed the button. She touched the globe, and the lights lit up.
Oh.
They had lights along the ground that looked like a giant string of DNA that went to this tree that was in like this conical form or spiral.
Okay. Oh, see, now I gotta find it. Uh-oh.
I think it was on Combat Carl's, but he's got so many posts, it's hard to find.
No, I got it here. It's up on screen, but I have to find it on my desktop. Here it is. Oh, good. So, okay, I'm going to turn the sound down here. And look right here. Right here is the, you see the little white dot over here. There it is, close up of it. And it goes through the smoke. There's a little red trail. We're going to hit the, we don't need sound. So some people are saying this is some kind of craft. I think it might just be a reflection on
It could be a drone.
It could be a drone. It could be anything. But the way that it moves so smoothly across like that, it kind of doubles around. It reminds me of what a reflection would do, because this is being shot through a window. So is there something on the camera that's maybe reflecting sunlight and creating that little dot on the, I don't know. But I don't know.
You know, they give you these little blurbs of film, and you really, it's left pretty much to your imagination.
Here's the arc of this thing. It's going over here, then it's going to come over here and go that way. So watch it now. Now it turns, and now it's going that way. So it does. I'm not sure if a
I don't think a reflection would do that. He's following them. The reflection would go straight.
I think you might be right. Yeah. And there's a close up of it. So, but what?
Like those Tic Tacs, huh?
It's pretty big. Now, if you look at it, see the jets are pretty big, and this thing's visible. So it's, I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, it's something else. Very strange.
Yeah, I think if it was a reflection, it would go straight across.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
So lots of people have been looking at this and going, "Oh, what is it?" But yeah, in the age of drones, of course, it would have to be going pretty darn fast. That
You
depends.
know, they've been wanting to do this alien invasion scenario thing. You know, granted, had their plans gone according to their wishes. I have a feeling that a lot of the things that people are seeing, because I can't say we because I haven't seen anything yet. I think a lot of them are ours.
Of
Humans. I think they're human
course,
manufactured.
sure they
I
can be.
believe there's real ones up there, but I think the ones that are being highly visible are ours.
Okay. Combat Carl's in the house,
Hey, Carl.
and Artist 61,
Hi, artist. So
and
yeah, I
everyone.
think they're really out there. I just think the ones that are being obvious aren't what we're looking for.
Yeah. Well, I know I definitely saw one, and it looked just like that in
Yeah, we don't
daylight,
have drones that look like that.
and that was 96.
Yeah.
So I don't know I don't know what it was, but it was silver and it was darting around in the air and stopping. What did we have back then that could do that? I mean, I know what Harrier jets look like, and it wasn't a Harrier jet.
I know we didn't have all these chemtrails when I was a kid because I used to go lay out in the field. We used to live near the Bradenton Airport, and the Blue Angels used to practice there all the time.
Hmm.
And there was always Army off and on that area and Air Force. And they were always doing test runs way high up. You could see the contrails,
Hmm.
and they would break the sound barrier.
Hmm.
So when I was a little kid, I used to love to go lay. That we had this one patch that had tall grass in this field, and I'd go lay out there and wait for the booms when I'd see these things. But I never saw UFOs. I never saw anything weird. I remember there were never chemtrails. I remember seeing the contrails, and the plane was way high up there. But those contrails didn't last like chemtrails do.
Right, about 3 or 4 lengths of the plane,
Yeah, and
they
then they
dissipate.
disappear.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Yeah,
I know the difference.
yeah. There's 3 or 4 plane lengths behind it, and
Hmm. And
it's
it
so
fizzles
frustrating.
out.
It's so frustrating. Like I was trying to tell a friend of mine about chemtrails like a couple decades ago, and he's a smart guy. And I showed him. I said, "What do you think those are just contrails?" I said, "Don't you remember what they used to look like?"
Yeah,
Apparently,
right?
apparently, other people weren't paying attention. Only me and you, Mud Rabbit.
From 1999 until about 2005, they were so bad here in Florida that they were turning the skies pink and purple.
Oh boy.
Now, we do have pink and orange sunsets with purple stripes, but we don't have a total blue sky with no clouds in it turn pink.
Mm.
Because when we get these colors, it's the sun on the clouds. It's a reflection from the water to the clouds and back and
Hmm.
forth. It turns different colors, and you get these beautiful purples and pinks and oranges. But the
Uh-huh.
sky itself was turning orange. It was just awful.
Wow. That's
And
terrible.
that stopped. It's not that bad anymore. And right about the time our favorite letter was making posts, I think it was the 2nd February, I noticed that they weren't so bad here anymore.
Okay.
And we're not getting them. And we get them occasionally, but we don't get them like we used to.
Well, that's reassuring.
Mm-hmm.
There's not too many reassuring things around these days. So that's
No.
Here's something I found. It's an old, and this is an old newspaper article. Smallpox vax triggered AIDS virus. So there was speculation that there was this gear up to do this smallpox vaccination program over several years, and when it was done, all of a sudden, a lot of the people were getting AIDS. So they were going, hey, this could be a direct result. Well, yeah, I think it probably is.
When did they stop requiring smallpox for children? I mean, I was in the 60s, I got a smallpox vaccination. I still have the bump on my arm.
Oh yeah, me too.
But somebody told me that he was on a dating site and he can tell when women are telling the truth or not because he looks to see if they have the scar about their age.
Oh boy. So this is from 1987, this article, 5/11/87. So by Pierce Wright, science editor. The AIDS epidemic may have been triggered by the mass vax campaign, which eradicated smallpox. The World Health Organization, hey, that sounds familiar, which masterminded the 13-year campaign, is studying new scientific evidence suggesting that immunization with the smallpox vaccinia awakened the unsuspected dominant human immunodefense virus infectos, HIV.
I seem to remember something, maybe it was in late 80s, early 90s, where they wanted to start the smallpox vaccine again, and people were pissed because they said they had eradicated the disease. So why were they bringing it back?
I don't know. Some experts fear that in obliterating one disease, another disease is transformed from a minor epidemic illness to a third world
Yeah, well,
of
that's
the
what they're
third
doing
world
with these.
into the current pandemic.
That's what they're doing with these current lollipops they're sticking everybody with,
Yes.
making them
So
sick.
I think this is interesting that they were onto this back then.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad this is being shared around.
Yeah, this is stuff they haven't talked about openly for a while. So this is another reason the current generation doesn't get it.
Yeah, it's really sad that there's so much knowledge in the older population that young people, they're kept away from old people. They should be.
Yeah, but when did we ever listen to our elders? I mean, come on. Remember?
Well, when my daughter was in school, they had a program where they each were assigned someone at the nursing home. They went over and they like visited with them and
Mm-hmm.
made little things for them. And her person was this woman who was from Great Britain, and she was like 115 or something.
Oh yeah, my lady's name was Dolly, and she was a dancer in vaudeville.
Oh wow!
Yeah, she had some great stories. I
I
loved her. Oh
bet. Dolly,
yeah, she was sweet too.
perfect name for a.
Yeah,
That's wild, Dolly.
kids need to do that, but they don't do it. My son volunteered in a hospital in the emergency room.
Oh wow!
But volunteering these days is a lot different than it used to be.
I bet. I bet.
He had a woman come in, die of a heart attack one time.
Oh my gosh.
Patient came in and she was incredibly obese,
Oh,
and they were short-handed, and he and his buddy James, they were just high schoolers. And they were asked to take her down to the morgue. He said, Mom, it was the scariest thing I ever did.
oh my God. Oh God.
They had her on 2 gurneys because she was that big.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I was like, don't they have like superintendents or people that do these sort of things? Don't have the volunteers do it, but I guess, it happens.
Wow.
That left an impression on him. I think the whole summer he worked in that hospital, it made a huge impression on him. You know, it's good for teenagers to do things like that.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it really is. Now, here's a recent endorsement from Donald Trump, June
Is that
5th.
for JR? Yes.
J.R. Majewski, the
Love
man.
it. He's such
J.R.
a nice
Majewski would be
guy.
a fantastic congressman for the incredible people of Ohio's 9th congressional district.
He takes no bull.
Yeah. J.R. bravely served in the U.S. Air Force and has spent 20 years working in the nuclear energy industry. In Congress, JR will always promote American energy, secure the border, support our farmers, protect life, defend the Second Amendment, fight for election integrity, and provide our veterans with the care they deserve. JR's opponent, Marcy Kaptur, has been in Congress for nearly 4 decades. It's not at all is not at all a respected member and is fully controlled by Nancy Pelosi and the radical left. She
Yeah.
wants to stay there forever and do nothing. J.R. Majewski will be a fantastic congressman, and he has my complete and total endorsement. Wow.
I think that's awesome.
You know, I know they were kind of like itching to get this, but I think it was well worth the wait.
Yeah, it was.
Well worth the wait.
Well, I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, me too. I think he's going to get it. Marcy Kaptur does not sound, although, you know, depends on the cheating that goes along and if it gets, you know, man, wow.
I'm telling you. Well, we got redistricted, so we no longer have Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
Debbie Washer Machine Schultz.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. Well, she's still there. It's just we
How
got
can
redistricted.
how can she still be there? How can she still be there? I
She's
mean,
not ours anymore. We're not hers, and she's not ours anymore.
I mean, I'd like to find one person who's alive that has ever voted for her. I don't think you'd find them.
No. And what really bothers me is this whole thing, the recent thing, it was nothing new. When Oliphant was the supervisor of elections, she wasn't even a legal resident. And then they found ballots in her office stored in boxes. So this goes way back. This goes all the way back
Oh, I
to
remember
Bush.
that now. Yes. And she
Yeah.
was complaining about.
And she had a home in Jamaica. She was a Jamaican citizen. Oliphant was. So,
Right.
and Wasserman Schultz been doing this all along, and nobody really likes her.
Washing machine Schultz.
Yeah.
That's her. That's how you pronounce it. Washing machine. Yeah.
So
She helps.
we'll
She
see what
helps them
happens
launder.
now.
She helps them launder money. I think.
Probably. Well, DNC.
Washing machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
God. I don't know. You look at people like that, Nancy Pelosi and Maxine Waters, and
And
think,
you know it's rigged.
who alive is voting for these people?
Right. And
Let's see a
Maxine
show of
Waters
hands.
is another one. She's not bright at all. I mean, I
No.
expect the people we elect or the people that we get into Congress to be smarter than us. That's why we elect them. Come on.
Yeah, she's not the sharpest shed in the tool. That's for sure.
No, she's not.
Shed in the tool.
Neither is Swalwell.
Swallowwell.
Yeah.
That's so funny that his name is Swallowwell and he had a affair with Fang Fang.
Yeah,
Now,
right.
wasn't there a Fang Fang that died in that recent airplane crash?
Yes,
China?
yes, yes.
Is that the same Fang Fang?
I think so.
I bet you Swallowwell's not swallowing very
And
well.
I wonder if she's really dead and that's just fake news. So they don't call her to testify.
Yeah. You know, I think that from now on, whoever is accusing, who's that guy, that actor who everyone, Spacey.
Ugh.
Now,
I used to like him.
I don't think, I've never liked him. I don't think that they should ever announce that someone is coming forward. They should just
Keep it secret.
Keep it secret and arrest the guy and then try him, because everyone that is accusing him of wrongdoing ends up dead.
And there's another one now, I think in England, isn't it?
It's really pathetic. I mean,
Yeah, I'm watching to see if this one ends up dead now.
so
And
yeah,
they think we don't see it.
unbelievable, unbelievable. Yeah, it's really sick. It's really sad. But J.R. Majewski, and look at Marjorie Taylor Greene, and look at all these people. I
Yeah,
mean,
she got hers again, and he's in now. I mean, we've got Lauren Boebert in there. We've got some good ones in there that are
oh man, we
phasing
got
out.
some rocking and rolling people
Matt
in.
Gates.
Matt Gates,
Yeah,
he's going to assign the speaker to Trump if he takes it.
he'd like to. Yeah.
Not Mark Meadows. Not Mark Meadows. No.
No, there's something shady about him.
Something really, something slim shady about him for sure.
Yeah, he's fair weather.
Yeah. Well, the way that he handled that Cawthorn thing, and now Cawthorn's gone and he's still there. Uh,
You
yeah,
know, I hate to cast any judgment yet because I think a lot of this is for optics, like the thing with Bill Barr is for optics.
could be. Yeah. Now,
You
because
know,
now
and there's
that's
been time, the thing with Mueller could be for optics because the
yeah.
whole time we're going through this Russia thing, I'm thinking to myself, Mueller was the FBI guy that worked with Trump when they went after the mob.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And a
in-
lot of that stuff is still classified, and he had to turn it over to Durham.
oh.
So I'm
So
thinking that whole Russiagate thing, while everybody thought he was going after Trump, he was just amassing information. He worked very closely with Trump to eliminate the bad guys, and Rudy Giuliani
right?
to eliminate the mob.
Wow. Hmm.
So a lot of this, I think, is optics. I think a lot of the people that we're angry at are probably white hats, and I think a lot of the people pretending to be white hats are black hats. I mean,
Could be.
thank God for Jordan Sather.
Oh yeah, Jordan
He's
Sather
sharp.
rock.
He's
He
sharp.
I
He's
got to
really
get him
sharp.
on my show. I've asked him a couple times. I didn't hear anything back from him, but yeah,
He's
I
a
love
busy guy, but wow, that would be great to have him on your show.
it. Would be. Yeah, I think I can probably get him on.
Yeah, he's
So
got a good BS detector.
if you're out there, Jordan Sather, not Sather. I always want to say Sather because of Dan Rather, but
Yeah,
it's Sather. So if I do have him on, I'll have to get that down for sure.
yeah. And you know, it's funny, the people he names are also the ones that went off on that fake rant when Kirsten W. died. So,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, he's good at calling people out.
he really is.
He's a sharp cookie for sure. He was one of the inspirations for me starting this show.
He's the reason I found 4chan. I think it was the second day our letter was making posts, and
Really?
yeah, I used to watch him on YouTube, and he came on YouTube on one of his shows and started telling us about the famous letter over on 4chan. So I went, it's been years since I've been on 4chan. Wow. So I went over there and I dug around and I found it. And then they moved to 8chan and we all moved to 8chan. And then it moved to 8kun and we all
Yeah.
moved to 8kun. And
Now it's
so it was the second day that he was posting that Jordan Sather said something, and I went right over there.
that might have been when I did too, because I know I was listening to Jordan Sather, but I was listening to lots of people. But yeah, he's a good guy. He knows a lot about health. He knows
Mm-hmm.
he knows a lot about he was
He
the
does his
last
research. He does
he
his
was
research.
he was the last person to interview William Tompkins.
Yes, that was a good interview.
And yes, it was. And William Tompkins told him, he said, I admire the way you don't shy away from the hard stuff to talk about, the dark
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Keep exposing that. So
Yeah.
I think those are very powerful words, and I'm sure those hit him very strongly there. And thank goodness, because he's a force to be reckoned with for sure. And
Oh yeah, he's got a
I
bright
always
future.
I always get a smile when I hear him. He's just a good guy. A good
There's
guy.
so many anons that are going to have great futures in newscasting.
Oh yeah, Red Pill 78.
This is just awesome. You've got Red Pill, you've got Thomas Ulmer, you've got
Yep. Yep.
Jordan Sather,
Craig
Brian
Mason.
Cates.
Craig Mason.
Yes, these people are awesome. Methods.
Gates. Yeah, methods. Yes. In fact, I
Look
have
at none of us knew any of these people, and none of us knew each other until all of a sudden, boom.
know it. I
And
know it.
now it's like we're all buddies. We recognize each other. It's wonderful. I think it's great.
I know. Speaking of methods,
Yeah, I wonder how he's doing.
here's something from Methods right here from 2019. When things go down, such as public declass, IG report, indictments, trials, arrests, etc., of which I have zero doubts will happen, I will look back and be proud that I did not lose faith, publicly sow negativity, discourage others, remain comfy, and gave this my all.
And this is why we love him so much.
I love
And
that.
all
Yeah.
the others, because they stay positive through this. They pull the rest of us through when we're down.
Yeah.
He keeps a positive attitude, and that's what this movement needs right now. We gotta not get black pilled. We gotta just stay the course. No matter how bad we may think it gets for us, go look at Intel Slava Z and look at how bad it is for people over there. Go look over in China and see how bad it is for people over there. Don't ever think that we've got it bad.
Right. Right.
The majority of us have it pretty damn good compared to the rest of the world right now. And some
That's
of us in some states have it better than people in other states. So be thankful for what we have and stay positive.
Yes, lots to be thankful for.
We'll get through this with the right energy.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm just so thrilled that people like J.R. Majewski and Marjorie Taylor Greene and Bolbert and
Lauren
all these.
Boebert. Oh yeah.
Lauren Boebert's a pistol too. Yeah, it's just
They're the
incredible.
new Team America.
Have you seen that new documentary that I think it's a trailer for it for the J6 Truth?
No, I haven't yet.
You haven't? Oh
No,
my.
I got to get caught up on a lot of these things. I just
Okay.
saw 2000 Mules, which is really good.
Oh yes, very good. Okay, I'm going to put this up there, I think.
Well, I'm going to go and I'm going to get back in chat and give somebody else a chance to call in.
Okay, and thank you so much, Mud Rabbit, because you are right up there
you're
with
welcome.
methods. You're right up there with methods in my book, okay? And all the rest
you
of
guys are awesome. And I love you guys, chatters. Y'all are just amazing people.
the chatters rock and the mods rock. Give them your love. Thank you, Mud Rabbit. Really appreciate you coming up.
Awesome. We appreciate you too, Aaron.
Take care.
Bye.
Love ya. Awesome. Well, folks, wasn't that fun? Wasn't that awesome? That rocked. I love hearing from her. Yes. We are family. Yes. That's right. There you go. All righty then. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, she's back in the chat. Oh. I tried clicking it and it didn't click. There it is. And there's a call-in number if anyone else wants to call in. Yeah. So interesting. So let's do this. And watch this little trailer. I think it's a trailer. Bobert is awesome. Yes. All right. This is from the Gateway Pundit. Pundit. Okay. Oh, it's not going to play, folks. It's not going to play. I apologize. This is what happens. I can't play Rumble videos. Darn it, I didn't think this was a Rumble video. I'm sorry. That's not going to work. See, that's why I need my new confuser. That's why I need it. So I can see Rumble videos and so I can post more on there. But there you go. Another reason I have to get that done. Another big reason. That's right. And Mad Pogue, no, even on Rumble, it won't. It's my operating system. It's too old. It doesn't work. There's some websites I can't get to either. It's very limiting. So that's what they do. They always try to get you to get a newer confuser so they can make more money. Roku has a Rumble app. Okay, I don't know. I really, I really don't know anything about Roku, to be totally honest with you. I don't really watch television, and I think it has something to do with the television, but I just don't know what all these things are. I just don't know. I hear people say these words. I don't know what it means. Oh, and the newer the OS and the more they spy on you. Oh, probably, yeah. Right? It's pretty sick. Pretty sick. And donations for ship parts and maintenance. Yes, it always helps. PayPal.me/Aaron Moriarty17 as friends and family, no fees. Cash App, it's the cash sign Truth Quest with Aaron. And that's what that is. Yeah. Oh, let's see what we got here. All right. Okie dokie, Pinoki. Oops. If you don't cheat in elections, you ain't Democrat or Rhino, right? I think they probably all do. Oh, here we got someone. Combat Carl. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Aaron. Well, since Mud Rabbit came on today, I figured might as well just pop in and say hi. Of course, I'm not all shaved and ready to go for it, but so bit of the spontaneous say hi to everybody.
Are you on the mend?
Oh yeah, feeling great.
Get the shoulder thing going on?
It's still there, but
yeah, I know that's very, very painful. I mean, man, I still have a lot of pain, but yeah, I didn't want to get the. Well, I couldn't afford to get the surgery. I didn't want to get it when I heard about it. I also didn't want to do the home Walmart surgery kit either, just in case I fainted. Didn't want to do it. Didn't want to do it myself.
Now the recovery time on it is too long. I mean, it's almost 6 months to a year.
After surgery?
After surgery.
That's about how long it took me to heal just without having surgery.
I didn't have much of a choice. I couldn't hold a Coke can or a 9mm anymore, and I was a police officer at the time and in the military.
Oh, really?
So if I can't hold a gun, then can't be a cop. So they're like, no, you have to get surgery. So,
wow.
But of course, after the surgery, then they didn't want me to wait, give me proper time to heal. So of course, it didn't heal, caused more pain, more problem. Then I had to go to surgery again on it.
Oh,
And anyway, it was at the tail end of my military career, and not fun stuff. Yeah.
oh boy. Wow. Well, let's send our healing prayers over to Combat Carl and get him so he can flap those wings again.
Focus head to toe.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, that, you know, you don't know pain until you have it. I mean, I never had shoulder pain until I had this shoulder pain. And it's a kind of pain, it's in its own kind of class, you know. I don't know. What's your worst kind of pain?
Tooth.
Oh, yeah? Like burning? Not like burns?
Tooth pain. Tooth pain.
Really?
Tooth pain burns, tops everything. Absolutely. You see, I mean, the thing about burns is, the fire destroys the nerve tissue, the nerve, basically the sensors, to a certain degree. And if you can block the air from coming in contact with the nerves that are exposed to it, then it doesn't hurt at all. You get a abscess tooth or nerve, pressure on your teeth, on the nerves in your teeth, you'll put a bullet in your head to stop it.
Oh my! Or
Yeah,
do like Tom Hanks did with a skate. He used a figure skate to knock his tooth out. Remember in
that's in the movies.
Castaway.
That's in the movies.
Yeah, but it shows that it's possible. So I'm carrying a skate around with me just in case I need to extract the tooth at any time.
Yeah, but when those nerves are, God, I went through a series where I kept having a tooth get abscessed every, felt like every week, and
really,
yeah, I was taking all kinds of antibiotics to get it down. The antibiotics were making me sick. I didn't want to take the antibiotics in the first place, but I didn't know of anything that would get rid of the infection fast enough. And that tooth pain, so much pressure on those nerves. I mean, you go blind, you go crazy. It's insane. You lose all your senses. The pain is unreal. I mean, I've broken bones. I've got herniated discs. I've got two messed up shoulders. My spine from my neck all the way down is messed up. I've been shot. I've experienced wide varieties of pain throughout my life, including burns, and nothing tops
teeth.
Severe tooth pain. Yeah.
Wow.
But thanks to MMS, I got off the antibiotics, and I've never had an infection in my teeth ever again. And this has been years now.
MMS, do you think that might have something to do with your teeth being in the clear like that? Wow, interesting.
Yeah, I went from, like I said, just abscess tooth almost every, I'd have 1 week, I would deal with severe pain for 1 to 2 days before the antibiotics knocked it down. And then, if I take the antibiotics for 2 more weeks and then stop, the second I stop, abscess returns.
Wow.
Now, with the, and then I'd have to repeat it all over again. With the MMS, I took it in a half hour. I started feeling relief. By the end of the day, the abscess reduced size, reduced my pain. Next day, I woke up, no more pain. And it's been over a year, and I haven't had an abscess tooth or any kind of inflammation pain on a severe level.
Wow.
And thanks to Artist 61 and everybody's prayers, my pain level has reduced quite a bit. I've been able to get a little bit of work done. I'm sore from getting work done, but it's this place is looking a little bit better anyway.
That's good. That's good to hear. We were really worried about you for a while. You kind of dropped off and went, where did he go? Where's Combat Carl?
online drama is, it's just, I just needed to step away. You know, I know you guys, for those that weren't watching the whole opinions perspective thing, um, you know, grateful, I guess. I don't know. It just, there's a lot of BS behind the scenes, and it just went into the show, and I was getting angry, and it wasn't, I wasn't trying to be angry, It's just when you're constantly being talked over and yelled at, and if you can't have a conversation with somebody, then it doesn't turn, then the show's no longer a debate and discussing points of views. And it's just turns into a screaming match, and that's not fun. And,
oh wow, I didn't see that part of it. Maybe I missed the right one.
it was the last. It was the last two.
Okay. All right.
So I just needed to take a break, get offline, and just kind of get a different perspective on things. And of course, focusing more on making the right decisions to allow the healing to take place. Some little soul searching, figuring out, everybody, and to be honest, I think everybody needs to, at some point in their life, reflect, try to figure out what burdens you hold on to. Some of us hold on to such burdens that we don't really think they're a burden, but they affect us on such a deep level that it corrupts our personality. For me, and for me, it took Artist 61 and Mud Rabbit and to be honest, even you, Aaron. I love you, brother. You were amazing, but
thank you.
It took some soul searching, and asking the right questions. So for me, it was just kind of how I looked at the military when I went into it versus how the military treated me. And then not only did the military treat me horrible and the things they did to me was just horrific, but then when I got out and I faced society, I had a certain expectation from civilians, and you just get kind of spit on over and over and over again. I mean, yeah, you get, a few people going, hey, thank you for your service. And it's like, okay, I thank you, for your compliment, but that's not what it's about. For me, it was about protecting our rights and freedoms. And while I'm overseas fighting in these wars, and I come home and everything that I was fighting to preserve, you guys have spit on, crapped on, released, relinquished, thrown away. Nobody cared about their rights or their freedoms. And it was heartbreaking. And I held on to that resentment for decades. And I think it just started just really, really weighing in on things. Hey, James, good to see you, brother. So
yeah, good to see you, James.
Just this, it's the first time, it's been, God, I got out in 2009, I got out. And, even today, when we, I run the news, I run my news channel, my Telegram channel. And so I see so many articles, so much news spreading up all over the place. And it brings a tear to my eye to see patriots around the world finally standing up to the abuse and corruption that we are surrounded, we are overwhelmed by. Yeah. It is in every aspect of our reality, and it is sickening.
It's sick.
And so these sheep that wear the masks and get the polka dots and support Ukraine and do what they're told, and they have no original thought processes. It's sickening because they don't know what they're giving up. They don't know what they have. They're just puppets.
But they
And
saved their lives by staying on those stickers in the store. By staying on those stickers, they saved their lives,
oh,
right?
yeah, even I walked in today. I went to the store today.
Yeah.
To get my weekly drink here.
Okay.
And I saw a 70, 80-year-old man still wearing a mask.
Oh God.
Store full of people walking around, no masks. Gas prices pushing over $5 outside. He's got his mask on. I'm surprised he didn't have a Ukraine sticker on the back of his skull.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, and I got family that's oof, they love that mainstream media and don't believe anything that does not come across those airwaves.
Of course. Yeah. It's a convenient little tool they have there. Do whatever they want. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Pretty weird, I'd say. But yeah, well, but you know, we got so many patriots now running for office and in there and doing stuff. It's really heartwarming to see all this happening and to see Trump back at it again. It's so nice to see him with his cutting words, cutting right through the bull crap. And
Oh, man. Talking about JR, so excited, so stoked.
yeah,
You know, I wrote on my Telegram. I remember when, he the first time he painted his yard blue with the Trump, the white Trump letters on it. I was like, that is awesome.
yeah, that
And
was
watched him grow up and become friends with Zach,
mhm.
Red Pill 78, and year or two later, he's like, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm tired of it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run for Congress.
Yeah, that was great. And they did some events out there too with Red Pill. Some of his first live events with JR.
Absolutely, yeah. I didn't really stop watching Red Pill. I can't catch him live these days, but God, yeah, it's been a while, man. That when that YouTube purge, it really broke a lot of the family up a little bit.
Yeah. And as far as support, for these content creators, now YouTube is you can make much more money on YouTube than you can on these other platforms. I mean, um, I still haven't cracked into the money making part of it yet, a little bit, but um, you know, but people like Zach, I'm sure he was making pretty good amount of money with his YouTube account, and Rumble doesn't pay anything like that. None of the other places you can't. So I don't know. So I really hope that he gets his channel back. That would be fantastic.
Oh, I didn't catch if you're Truth Social official yet.
I'm on Truth Social, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Truth Quest, Aaron Moriarty, I think is my handle. In fact, wait a minute.
We might be friends.
I'm gonna go on there. We might be. Yeah, I'm still really don't know how to do much on here.
I'm stuck at the 7,500. I can't surpass 7,500 followers.
Oh, really? I think I got like 100 and some or 200 or something. I don't know. I some of these people are just bots. They're trying to sell something. I always go on their profile to see if they're real or if they're just pushing some product, or if they're real people. And so I don't just share. I don't just follow back to anybody. I like to make sure they're real people.
Well, I was lucky and was early on. So all the ones that I followed were, I followed the first, core group around President Trump, and
okay,
yeah, Dark Brain found me, and then I went to Red Pill 78 and tried to find as many of our Patriot family as I could.
mm-hmm.
So which I think I have quite a few of us. I know Peggy Dancer and Dark Brain and Mud Rabbit and James Werbach, I believe.
Okay. So here is my feed here. Uncensored Abe. I got lots of Donna Gwynn is one of my friends. So I'm building up slowly. So if you see me on there, send me or friend me, and because I really don't even know how to look people up yet. I haven't even done that yet. I just when people follow me, I try to follow them back.
Well, just hit in the search bar and hit Combat Carl and see what pops up.
Oh, okay. Combat. Is that? Oh, there you are. Let's see if we're already friends. Oh, I'm already friends with you. How do you like that?
That's
There you
awesome.
Oh, I'm friends with you. Oh, I'm glad that I am. Oh God, Beto. He doesn't look. He does not look good. He looks ill. There's something wrong with that dude. Cartoon character. That's not a real person, is it? Oh my God.
Unfortunately.
God. So yeah, Truth Social. It's really cool. If you haven't been on there, get on there. Yeah, free the January 6th political prisoners. Yes,
Type in @Q.
at Q.
That's
Okay.
it.
Right here?
Yep.
You think that's
That is-
cute?
That's the official Q page.
Well, according to who?
There's when it took a lot of research done on it when it first popped out.
Do you think it's a real Q? I'll follow
Oh, yeah.
it just in case. I'm not going to say if it is or not, but I haven't really looked into any of his posts. So, interesting.
Well, just look at the look at the post. It's all Trump, Cash Patel, all all the top people that have been running in the Q thing for ever and a day.
Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah. So let's go back.
And if you're not following Cash Patel, follow Cash Patel.
I think I am following him. I think I am.
Did you get his new book yet?
No, I didn't. I want to get it though.
It's a children's book, and
I
it's
know.
got it's spoilers. It's got spoilers in it.
I know. Okay.
I don't know. I've only seen a few pages of the book. I haven't bought it yet, which I intend to eventually.
I'm trying to get my book done still, So, maybe if I get my book done, if I can sell a couple of them, I'll make enough money to buy one of those other ones. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll be working for me. But when I was visiting my mom lately, I went with my son on a trip out to Minnesota. And when I was at my mom's house, mom and dad's house, going through some of my dad's stuff, and she asked me if I wanted to have one of his walking sticks that he made. Now, he was really into horse racing, and this is some part from a horse or something. I don't know what it is, but it's brass. It's very heavy, but it's a nice walking stick. He made it.
It's a head knocker.
Yeah, this thing could do some damage. So yeah, it's
a head knocker.
a walking stick, but it's a walking stick with some oomph. Boy, this thing.
You don't want no cheap plastic or aluminum, stick that won't support your weight. And
right, this is solid. This is solid. Maybe there's a switch for a blade to come off the other end or something. I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe he rigged it up with something, but it's pretty nice. So
I like it. Looks well made.
Thanks, Dad. Rather have you alive, though.
Well, just think in another 20 years, you'll get to use it.
It might not be that long. It might not be that long, actually. Yeah, actually, my so my dad passed away at 81 this past summer, and now I'm 60. So he really wasn't that much older than me. Not really. Not very many.
I love you too, Crypto Alchemist.
Oh, there it is. Let's show that. Oh, why isn't it? There it is. Okay, got it. All right. All right. So, any UFOs out there recently, Carl? See any
I
UFOs?
saw an armadillo a few minutes ago.
Armadillo? Don't pet the armadillos. Have you heard about that?
Well, the leprosy thing.
Yeah, leprosy.
Well, the thing is um, they've been able to cure leprosy for like 100 and something years. So
Okay. So you're not worried about it?
no, it's not like the old days where you get it and then the infect, it just slowly rots your entire body away, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Mhm.
They come up with a cure for it for, like I said, long time. But the armadillo, the North American armadillo, is the only carrier of leprosy. It's the only critter that carries it.
Interesting.
But we
Yeah,
still catch them.
Really?
Pull their tail, make them squeal.
Really?
My puppy.
You pet 'em?
My puppy. What's that? Sorry, I didn't hear you. You froze up. That's why I didn't hear you. Well, I hope I'm not.
Oh, that's
frozen.
weird. We both blinked out for a second there. Are you there, Carl?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, he's back. Well, that was weird. We both
You're
blinked
still
out.
frozen. Well, on StreamYard, you're still frozen.
Okay, I'm moving now. I can see myself moving.
But I can't see you moving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Good night,
weird.
Gloria. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, good night. Just lurking. Yeah, True Social. Yeah.
Yeah, the live feed on Truth Social is insane. It's a never ending blur of information. So uh, I don't know. I enjoy it when it's kind of addictive when you're on it. It can get fun, but
Yeah.
I'd rather look at raw news articles on Telegram.
Yeah.
If I want to get into conversation or debate, I got 100 ways to do that. True Social is one of them, but it has its ups and downs.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. I haven't been on Telegram yet because I can't get on there with my confuser. Can't get
What
on
about
there.
your cell phone?
I really don't do anything with my cell phone except like make calls and take pictures and stuff like that. I really don't like I don't like typing on it, or my eyesight isn't good enough. It's not a big
Right.
enough screen. It's not a big
So
enough
what
screen.
So what I did is I created the account on my phone, and then I downloaded the app on my computer, and I don't ever look at it or access it on my phone. I only access it on my computer. That way, I've got the big screen and full size keyboard, full size mouse. So, but
Yeah, it didn't work on my computer for some reason. I don't know if it's my operating system, or I can't get
well,
on. I can't get on Pilled or Foxhole or anything like that either. There's
Oh,
a lot of things I can't get on. I can't see any Rumble videos. I can't upload to Rumble anymore. So, yeah, this thing's really on its last legs. I really have to. Been looking for a good deal. Still looking. Well,
I
you'd
bought
think.
my wife. I bought my wife a computer that is this big.
Oh, the Mac Mini.
No, it's just a box. It's a tower, but it's only 3 inches by 3 inches by 1 inch.
But who
So
makes
it's
it?
small enough. I don't
Is
know.
it a Mac?
I found
Is it a Mac? Is it a Mac?
no,
Oh,
it's
okay.
PC, Windows 10.
Okay.
But anyway, it's small enough that she can put it in her purse with her mouse and her keyboard, fold up keyboard, and like right now she's getting ready to go visit her mom for a month or so, so she's just gonna
Oh.
take it with her, and it just plugs right into a TV, and then she's got her whole PC, that weighs what, 2 ounces, 3 ounces tops.
Yeah. So how long is it before the keg comes? Or shouldn't we say that till your wife leaves?
Well,
Just
mommy will be here. Her mother will be here tomorrow to pick her up.
Oh.
They'll stay at night, visit.
Oh.
We'll all have champagne and sayonara. Enjoy your vacation away from home, while I enjoy vacation right here.
There you go. Yep. Yeah. It gets pretty crowded around here at my house with those two other people living here, me, myself, and I. It gets pretty crowded.
I hear the I is a bossy one.
Yeah.
Myself, he's a little stingy, but the I, he's the
There's a
bossy.
lot of arguments. There's a lot of arguments, that's for sure. A lot of disagreements and arguments.
And that me guy, it's all about me.
Yeah, right? Not sure about myself either. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, boy, wow. The world is a crazy place. But we're here. We've got friends. They make it nicer. A nicer place to be because we've got friends that watch you on YouTube and come on and talk to you like Carl here. And we get to show cool memes like this one and enjoy them all together. Yep, it says right here, clear as day. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That's right. Yep.
Yes, on your next show there, Aaron, I would definitely talk about the November 6th. What is it called? There it is. What is it? Oh, sorry, just give me just a second. Nope, not that one. There it is. The Truth About January 6th documentary.
Yes,
watching
yes. That is a great one.
Earlier today, and wow.
Good night, Gloria. Oh yeah, I saw that too. Fantastic. That's what I was trying to show when I did the Rumble that didn't play. That's exactly what I was going to show. That.
Oh,
that
go
trailer.
directly to. It's not on. I didn't watch it on Rumble. Here. Well, I don't.
Yeah, it was on the. I just clicked the
Gateway
link.
Pundit.
The Gateway Pundit was using a Rumble link, so I know that
gotcha,
probably
gotcha.
works for most everybody else, but
Yeah, yes, it did. It has the Rumble link. Gotcha. That's sad
Andy
because
Social.
Rumble is one of the better places.
Welcome, Andy Social. I like Rumble. I just wish it would work on my computer. It worked before, but not anymore.
Have you cleaned your cache and cookies and all that nonsense?
Cache and cookies?
Yeah, on your computer.
Cache and cookies. Cache and cookies. Yeah.
You're running a Mac, so I don't know. If you're
Yeah, I
running
don't
Linux,
know.
But your
know.
cache and cookies can clutter it up to where you can no longer access things. So refragment, defragment it, clean your cache, clean your cookies, and it should give you access to some of those things again. If you don't have a VAST, AVAST, as your security, it's free and it's one of the best on the internet, and it'll help clean your cookies and your cache.
I don't think it's.
And
I don't think
it's not.
it's none of that.
not
It's
too
none of
much.
that. It's the old operating system, because I'm getting messages from everywhere that I'm running an old operating system and I can't get updates. I can't get, so it puts a big stop on what you can do. So I have to figure that out. I've been trying to buy some time here, but it's running out. I have to do something. I have to find a good deal.
You're gonna have to sell some of them books.
Yeah. It's always it's a challenge. It really is.
My dog spilled coffee on my mouse, so I got me a new killer thumb track mouse.
Right.
You never used one of these ball mouse or track balls?
I just got one of
They
these
are-
with the cord.
They are
Real mouses
cool.
have tails. Real mouses have tails.
Yes. Well, this one doesn't hurt my wrist, and I don't have to move my arm constantly. All I have to do is scroll with my thumb.
You know what I invented, Carl? You know what I invented? It's over there somewhere, but it's this. I took a sock and I fashioned it so it attaches to the back part of your mouse, and it's got a bean bag on it, so you can squish the bean bag as you're moving the mouse around.
Okay.
And I think that could be a cool product.
So you put a beanbag in a sock.
Yeah, hold on.
The mouse inside the.
Let's see.
It's
Here's one version of it. This is a real rudimentary one, but
that is so weird. Hold on a second.
uh-oh, he's gone. Like this. So you you just hold it, it's attached to your hand, and you can squeeze it. So it keeps your hand exercisable. So this is just a sock from the dollar store, Dollar Tree, and some beads from the Dollar Tree too. So there you go. For $2, you can have one too. Easy to make. And it helps your fatigued hand. I know when I was doing a lot of confuser work, it really helped me because I was getting my, oh, there he is. He's back again.
Yeah,
You're back.
You were froze up on my StreamYard screen, but you were fine on YouTube. So
Okay.
I just had
Did
to
you see what I showed you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. This one attaches to your hand, so it's kind of fun.
Have you ever stuck on a computer and you're, for long periods of time, moving that mouse back and forth will, wear those tendons and muscles down in your wrist.
Yeah.
The trackball mouse, your hand stays still, and you're just moving your thumb and your fingers. So,
Okay.
a lot less wear and tear and movement. So anyway, it's more comfortable for me. That right there, you add a string to it, and that way you can throw it, come back, catch it.
Yeah. Oh, they got those. Yeah, I've seen those.
Add it. No, I'm just saying, put an elastic strap in the sock. That way it stretches a little.
Good. You do that. It's kind of stretchy, bouncy. One of these super soft socks from the dollar store. Oh, Yvonne's here. Hello, Yvonne.
Why, good evening, Yvonne. James says he'll buy one. He'll buy you a sock.
Buy one. Just make one. Just make one. Just make one yourself. Go to the dollar store. You get one of these socks that you got to buy 2 socks, though. They won't sell just one. But buy 2 socks and put some beads in it, tie a knot around it, and then just take this end and cut some wacky holes in it for your hand and your thumb. And there you go.
That's just funny. Yeah, that's just funny.
That way I don't have to make it and ship it. You can make it yourself, and you can pick out any design sock you want. Maybe you pick a different color than what I would pick.
You know, you might need to get a roommate, because I'm starting to think you have too much time on your hands.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. If you're playing with socks and beads, you have too much time on your hands.
No. I had a job where I was at the computer all day, and my wrist was getting so sore. And so I came up with this, and I used it, and my wrist was not sore anymore. That's why I did it. But I'm not doing that job anymore, and I'm not using it as much as I was before. So I don't use that as much, but I probably should. It does work.
Maybe a cat. Mud Rabbit says instead of a roommate, get a cat.
No, I'm allergic to cats, and I can't stand cats. My uncle Lynn, he was a professor. He taught mathematics, a doctor of mathematics in Edmonton, Alberta. He moved down to Nebraska to work for the University of Nebraska to teach math. But he had some property up there in Edmonton. And one was a house he was renting out to this mother and her daughter. Well, the mother and the daughter decided they were gonna breed cats. So neither one of them have done it before, and it was a disaster.
Like that.
What happened was there was like a pile of dead cats in the garage, and cat feces and cat whiz everywhere. They had to tear down the house. It was unfixable. And they deemed that it was my uncle's fault because he was an absentee renter. Can you believe?
Well, that's just, yeah. Cats can be destructive. You gotta let them out. Maybe have you thought about a chicken?
A what?
They make great a chicken.
Well,
Or a bunch of
I thought about chickens for my backyard. Then I'd have eggs. Maybe I don't know, but I don't know. I don't like pets. I'm done with that part of my life. I don't need pets. I don't want pets.
I am done with that part of my life.
I'm done.
I
love animals. I don't want any animals because with animals comes great responsibility, and you have to not only feed and water the dog or the cat or the fish, but you have to like create a complete ecosystem environment. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I'm just I feel inadequate. I don't want to be the one that creates the world for other beings. It's just too much. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Hey, at least you're smart enough to know that that's what you don't want.
Oh yeah.
You know, because I know too many people that don't know how to take care of anything, don't want to take care of anything, yet they do it, and then the animal suffers for it.
Mm.
You know, like
That's bad.
Like chaining a dog outside 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. If your dog is chained outside, you shouldn't have a dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no point in, I mean, that would be like someone putting a chain around your neck, locking you outside, throwing you food and water just enough to survive, and that's your existence. You get to walk around.
Kind of like what Sleepy Joe's doing to us right now. Yeah, yeah. It's tough, man. And I just watched my son's two dogs for a long time, much longer than I wanted to. And of course, I love animals, but then there's that other part that I just don't feel.
What about
I'm
a
not.
plant? James talks about what about how many? Do you have any indoor plants that you can?
I have an avocado. I have an avocado tree that I grew from a pit.
Awesome,
And
awesome.
I almost killed it because I left it outside and it got frostbitten. And so now it's half dead. So, I don't know. See, that's where I was like, oh crap, I haven't watered that thing. Oh, it frosted last night. I left it outside. See, I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like worrying about creating an environment for an animal or a plant and then if I go somewhere, I got to get someone to come to my house to water. I don't know.
Well, I think a lot of it is it's you got to remember, yes, create an environment for a plant, for a cat, dog, chicken, whatever. But you get something in return.
Yeah,
and
you
for a
get
lot of people,
step in
a lot of
something. You get to step on something and go, oh no, I need to wash my sock now. Yeah.
well, my boys bring me so much joy, and they make
I
me
know.
laugh so
I
hard
know.
every day. I couldn't imagine not having them.
I'm just
And
at the point. Listen, Carl. I'm at the point where I'm just done. I'm just done with animals. You know, uh, a woman would be nice. Maybe nice. The right
Oh
woman.
no! You got to start small before you go to life altering. Okay, I mean, we're talking. Start with a plant, keep it alive, work your way up to a chicken, keep it alive before you go into a human being. Because a human being, you let them in your life, then they destroy everything that you love, and then they control everything about you. If
Really?
you don't know how to, if you don't know how to say no, and if you leave her outside and she gets frostbitten, she's going to be pissed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a problem. That's always a problem.
And then she has access to your bank account and your groceries and your
Oh,
bed. And
God.
the list just never ends with a human being. That's why you start small with pets. You work your way up to a human being.
Maybe Plankton had the right idea with his computer wife. Although all she ever did was nag at him. You know.
Today's day and age, she can get a hold of his bank account. So I don't know.
Yeah, computer wife, maybe not. Yeah, I don't have Alexa or any of that kind of stuff in my house anywhere. Of course, all the appliances are listening to us, so right.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, now here's the other thing: is they have this device out there that you can plug the sensors into the roots of the plant.
Oh yeah.
And then 2 more alligator clips to the leaves, and its own electromagnetic field creates sound or music. So you get to listen to your plant sing to you all day.
Right. That's pretty
And
cool.
if you watch the videos on it, the guy goes out there with a guitar, and he hooks up to plants, trees, house plants, outdoor trees, whatever, and the tree will start making music, and then he'll play along, and he'll play a rhythm, and as he's playing that rhythm,
Are you there?
I'm here. Anyway, the plant will
Combat Carl's all frozen up there.
go YouTube.
He's back. There
Oh,
he is.
okay. So anyway, long story short, that the plants actually interact with the sound that's being reverberated at them. So they'll change their harmony to match his harmony.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and they can read your minds too, these plants. So they're sentient beings. So we got life, incredible life all around us. Okay. Oh, not frozen on my screen. Okay. Yeah, something weird's happening. I think we should probably put a lid on this because it's getting kind of long. And things are going wonky. So, well, I want to thank you, Combat Carl and Mud Rabbit, for calling in. It was great to hear from both of you today and to have you part of this broadcast. Thank you so much.
All right. Love you, brother.
Love you too. Peace in. All right. Well, friends, we did it again. Episode 189. Hello, Andy Social. I'm so glad that you all came along for this little ride we had today. Thank you so much for coming along. And thank you to Catherine Weiss for the super chat. That keeps everything working here. So thank you so very much. And thank you, Yvonda, and everybody else who came along. We love all of you. And we're looking forward to the next show. And get your lucky numbers by clicking that like button, that thumbs up. I got number 2 was my lucky number. I was one of the first ones, second one. So thank you, everybody. Oh, look at Lucid Heart. Well, you didn't miss all of it. You caught the tail end and you got on screen there. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And everybody's saying good night. Good night, James Rohrback. And everybody. And Peggy Dancer. Andy Social. All you guys. Remember, on the 10th, we got Andy Bashago, Andrew D. Bashago coming back. And we're going to have other people here. Oh, and look, it's Special K. Everybody's coming over here now. Not getting the notifications. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it was good to hear from Combat Carl and great to hear from Mud Rabbit as well. And it's good to see you all here. And we'll see you next time. Remember, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If you don't get the notification, just come and check. If you go, oh look, it's Wednesday. It's 8 or 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Let's check and see if Truth Quest is on. Maybe we'll see that crazy Aaron guy again and see who calls in. Maybe it'll be fun. Maybe we'll learn something. Maybe we'll laugh. And we'll probably do all of the above. So keep your cameras and phones trained to the skies so you can take a picture of that UFO. Come on to the Truth Quest and talk about it. Until then, peace in.